All right, we are on live now. Hello, YouTube. My name is Tali. I'm a facilitator here in Talking Talk. Talking Talk is a platform where you can practice idioms, you can practice English, Spanish, French, Italian, and the others. It will be a common conversation. I'm not a teacher. I won't correct anyone here. And I'm a student facilitator that are here to practice and develop the idioms. All right, and develop the idioms. Let's add the subject about today is about spirituality, but the idea is to have a conversation, to have a subject, to have a conversation. You don't need to focus just in what the questions are, okay? So the first question is, what does spirituality mean to you and how does it differ from religion? Who would you like to answer?
I can. Actually, it's a pretty hard question. I believe spirituality is something like your relation to God or something like above, but it's share a lot in common with religion. I believe religion is more like some thing that is structured like with rituals, with places, sacred places, something like Catholicism, where you have the prayers, you have the church, you have the Pope, you have the cardinals, the fathers, and it has a structure and it's an organization. Me myself, I'm Jewish, and I we have the synagogue, we have the rabbis, and we have a structure to to have a relation with God, you know. And I believe spirituality is something more open. It's something like how I relate myself with God or what you believe. I don't know if you guys believe in God, but I believe. And spirituality for me is it. It's the way you relate with the who is above you. I believe is it. But I don't know how you
You,
guys see this.
oh, you are a Jew.
Jewish, yeah.
Jewish. So that's why your name is yourself.
Yeah, 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 actually it's.
Ah, I understood.
And you're saying that you're not interesting. You're really interesting. It's a
Yeah.
different religion.
Yeah,
Uh,
you could say
I,
that.
I believe that you're right yourself. I believe that spirituality it's more about your belief, what you believe. And the religion is organizations, you say, um, of people. Japan. I think that there's a difference. There's a difference between being a religious person and being a spiritual person. Because I am Catholic for my family. I'm not really Catholic. I don't really follow. And my husband is Jehovah Witness Japan's, I believe. Sorry. I believe is Jehovah Witness and it's different the organization, but uh he doesn't follow either. So it's more about what we think about God. We both believe in God and how we can rely on Him. And to me, this is is the base. It's not about following rules of organization. It's about you have your beliefs and the things you think is right to your life, and you try to structure your life according to what you believe. So, you believe it is right or wrong, heaven or hell, whatever, is what you follow to your life. I believe this is spiritually, and that's it.
I agree with both of you. We have the organized spirituality that has a hierarchy or some doctrines that you follow. That's the religion. And we have, for example, some people that consider themselves spiritualities. They don't have religion specifically, but they study different and for example, they have devotions to different dates. They create they like create their own vision. They are based on what they want. I am a Taoist. I'm ordained. I'm initiated in a lineage, the Taoist lineage that is called Zhengdao. That means Orthodox Unit Taoism. Yeah, it's a Chinese religion. It's not a philosophy, it's a religion too. It's a spirituality too. People think it's just a philosophy. That's why I study Chinese.
That's actually
But
very cool, very cool. I don't think I ever have known someone who is Taoist. It's how you say?
Taoist, a
I
Taoist.
believe I never met someone who is Taoist. It's very nice.
It's not very pop. It's not really popular. People don't know many. It's very secret, you know. Uh, you need to find to do a sport to find the people, the place to illustrate. You know, it's not like people don't usually don't appear much. You know.
I thought it was really funny that you say about style of life, because I remember about CrossFitting. People saying that is a style of life. So I imagine something like that. Oh, you are Orthodox and do that, the Thai, so you are, this is a style of life. But it's really a different organization. I have never heard about it like yourself.
Yes, even in China nowadays, Buddhism is more popular than Taoism, even in China. So let's go to second question. How do you practice or connect with your spirituality in daily life?
Please, Paula, start this time.
Okay, let me think. I would like to say a meditation, but I don't really meditate. Um, I I would say that I'm not really a religious person, but I believe in God. So I try to. I don't know. I really don't know. What I do in my life, I have a calm life, I would say. I like to read, so I read to calm down. I talk to God. I wouldn't say praying. I Because for Catholic people, praying is like reciting something. You know. And but I talk to God sometimes. I like to be grateful for things, so I say thank you. I ask things. I'm not proud of it. I ask for things like uh healthy, to my daughter to be healthy, um to to us to be safe if we are out or somewhere. Um that's why that's how I do things, I think.
Well, for me, I actually don't practice a lot. I I I, I probably should. I try to follow a set of beliefs, the from my religion or for other religions that I believe that's right. I always try to act like sometimes I try to think like what God expects from me, and I try to follow this. Uh, this is more like a lifestyle, as Paula was saying before. And sometimes I pray more in a freestyle way, like Paula was talking to. Like I try to talk with God, but in a more freestyle way. I don't follow like the this pray from my religion, that's Jew, that's Judaism actually, and I don't follow the yeah, it's the pray that talk about I don't know, Baruch atah Adonai. I don't every time pray in that way. Do more like in a freestyle way most of the time. And like we have some I don't know, a festivity maybe is the word, in our religion that we celebrate. We have a different calendar than the Catholic one that we all follow in the common. And like we have our New Year is different from the Gregorian one, something like the Chinese one, and we have a festivity for that. We have a festivity that's something like the fuck, Easter. Yeah, yeah. We have someone that's something like Easter. We have these festivities, and I try to always follow them. Sometimes they ask for jejum, fasting, jejum. Yeah. I believe sometimes they ask for fasting or things like that I don't do usually, but I try to follow some guideline in these things. But I don't go to the our church that is synagogue. I don't go pray. I do something more freestyle.
All right. I meditate a lot. I meditate in nature. I go to the park that here to meditate in nature. I recite mantras to evoke some divinities, some gods, and because it's a polytheist. We have the divinities of our lineage to recite. Um, we study a lot of oracle, I Ching, that's a oracle. We study a lot of things inside the Taoism to energetic model our life to do the things easily for us and to do what we need to do. For example, the Taoist believes in the connection of the primordial. So we practice meditation trying to connect with the primordial state of everything. Try to meditate to arrive at this state. And the other general things I have some mediunidade and some things we see, it's not from Taoism, but I have myself a mediunidade that enriched some experience. So let's go to question 4. Question 3. What role does nature play in your spiritual beliefs or practice?
Um, Actually, probably none. Nature don't play a lot, so I think I will skip the question. I pass to Paula.
Uh, to me, I don't really sure. This is really hard to answer. Um,
Or
I
no?
believe that for Thailand, it's more is a question for you, for you, Tyler, because for me, I don't believe that Catholicism or it's about nature. I think it is more about other things.
Yeah, it's true. Let's be it. Reason. Yeah, Taoism was created, was developed. The roots of Taoism was the Chinese shamanism, was the religions from the indigenous Chinese people. So it's based on the nature, the study of the nature, the study of the transformation in the nature of the mutações, uh, all the five elements is based uh, understanding how is the cycle of the nature, how is the cycle of the life, and we believe that the way the nature works is how like the sacred works. For example, the water is the element of the wisdom because if you take the water and put it in a place, in different place, the water adapts themselves to that situation. A people that has windows, that develop windows, that learn with experience, can be like the water to adapt themselves, to adapt to what they are feeling, the way to deal with the things like the water, for example.
I think it's pretty cool to have these elements, and it is very good to see that widow's wisdom is water, and there's others element that represent something. Uh, but my religion it's different. I believe that uh, some people might be confused about Catholicism, uh, about praying the images of the walls. I believe, but it's not about this. For what I remember, because it's been a long time that I don't go to church. But it's not about praying for a statue or anything like that. It's about praying for something that you believe. So you believe in the mother of Jesus, for example. You're going to pray for her, not for the image that you're seeing. And it's something that we teach um, when we are doing. I don't know how to say this in English. But when we stood for our religion, Catholicism, um you do this thing. I I will search it later, but I don't know where.
I'm actually quite a nerd, so I like to study some other religions, and like in Catholicism, I know you do not pray for the image. You pray to true maybe. You use the image to connect with God, and sometimes you use the image to like someone like São Tomás de Aquino. Is someone that you use to mirror yourself to be a better person and to connect more with God. So it's something like that. I understand what you said, and it's what Stal is saying, that it's more like a symbolic thing in the Taoism, right? Some like the symbolism of the water, when like you be like water, and you be a wise person, and you be a flexible person, and remembers me of a philosophy line or something like that. This is the four temperaments, and they have like the I believe Paula know what I'm saying, or no? Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
know.
you have like the
The, the four
uh,
elements from the Western alchemy are four elements, but in Chinese they are five elements.
we have in the this line of thought you have like the let me just remember is the fuck, I don't remember the name, but you have something your temperament is something like the fire, and you are like an explosive person. It's a bright person. It's a warm person. You like to expand. You react very fast, and you are a person like fire. If you are a person like water, you are a flexible person. It's hard to put you in motion, but when you go to motion, it's hard to stop you. So people like wind, you are a person that a brain, you hug everyone, something like that. And so the what you had said, Ali, quite remember me about that.
Yeah, yeah, it's the Western alchemy is these four elements: water, fire, wind, and earth. And the Chinese one, the Taoist alchemy is wood that generates the fire that generates the earth that generates the steel, the metal, and the steel that generates the water. This is the cycle. It's the cycle of generation of the elements. They are not isolated, they are all connected. It's also used at the traditional Chinese medicine. For example, the water is connected with the rins e bexiga. It's the meridians of the rins e bexiga. This knowledge is also used in Chinese traditional medicine. Let's go to question 4. How has your understanding of spirituality changed over the years?
Uh, for me, I was not a spiritual person. Do not think about God. I was not thinking about something like that. And as the years passed, I have lost some persons that I was very attached to, and it was like the starting point for me to start to thinking more about that, to think more about afterlife, to thinking more about the what we do in this earth and what God expects from us. And there's something like be a good person. So uh, I don't know if you guys believe in heaven or something like that, but in the Judaism, we believe that if you are in the end, in the apocalypse, you have the final judgment, and if you was a good person, your name will be right in the book of life, and you will be living forever. And if you were not a good person, your name will not be in the book, and you'll be vanish. You'll be forgotten for all the eternity. So in my spirituality evolve from zero not to start to structure to mold my life in these guidelines to be a better person uh, to have a better relation with God, to have a better relation with the ones who I love, and to be a better person in general. It's the way I evolve.
So you don't believe in reincarnation.
No,
We just have
in
one life.
yeah, in Judaism,
You don't
yes,
believe.
yeah.
And about you,
It
Paula?
It's like saying we're not cats. We don't have seven lives.
Yeah,
Enjoy this
something like
one.
yeah, yeah.
To me, it's kind of complicated part because my family is Catholic. I grew up being Catholic until I would I would say 12 years old. And my grandmother died, and a lot of things happened, and I ended up meeting um others religions, so like evangelic. Uh, there's one is um that the religion that don't work on Saturday is Adventist of Seventh Day, something like that. Uh, and and now I know because of my husband, Jehovah Witness. So it's a lot of religion. As I read once that when you know a lot of religion, you don't believe in anyone because there's a lot of things that you learn about each one that makes you disbelieve what you're thinking. I have seen in uh, reunion missa Catholic that say something. There's Bible. It's what we used to know about gods. And when you see a religion read something about the Bible, I don't know. It's hard to believe in religion more than spirituality because you can interpret something as you wish. So there's a line you can say, this line means this, and other religion will say this line represents that, and you be confused because sometimes is literal, is exactly what say, and sometimes it's symbolic. There's this book, Bible, the Apocalypse. I don't know how to say English, that believes in the end of the world, the end of everything. And it's symbolic, and you must interpret the things. You must see this as something symbolic. So there's a dragon, there's a something, and the dragon is something, and there's a. So it's really, really complicated to understand, and there's things that's little. Ah, this person travel for this place. So my journey about religion is really complicated, and right now I have my beliefs. I have what I think is right. The what Yusuf would say, the God's line, and the what is prepared for me. But I don't really follow any religion in particular because of this experience that I have.
Yeah, my path was very how can I say? I always believe it's in Paula, do you believe in reincarnation or we just live what is one life?
I am like yourself. I don't really believe in reincarnation, but as I say, I we don't know. We're not sure. Maybe it exists. Maybe we might find someone that already died and reincarnated. But uh, to me, it's something open. But right now, I don't believe. But I don't exclude the possibility that other religions might be right.
Sim. Yeah, in Taoism, there is a God. I mean, it's because the idea of God of Judaism, Islam, and Christianism is different from other religions. So we have a divinity in our lineage that commands the minister of the salvation. you can after a people die, you can recite the mantra of this force, this divinity, for 40 days for that people to help the spirit to be encaminhado, to follow the cycle of the transmigration and to continue their life in going incarnation in others. Doing some years, it's interesting because it is a work of rescue spirits that needs to be encaminhated to go to incarnation, né, after that. So we believe I believe in reincarnation, né? My understanding chanted a lot after years. I always believed in incarnation, which was for me something intact for me since I was a kid, because yeah, I had experience with medium since I was a kid, a little traumatic, but seeing ghosts since a kid, things like that. So my idea of spirituality changed a lot. I studied spiritism, I studied some things from Buddhism, I studied things from Umbanda, from people from religions from Matriz Africana. I have a lot of people from Umbanda. I talked with some entities, né, entities from Umbanda, to enfim. I studied a lot and I continue studying to arrive where I am now, to have the idea and change and choose a, a religion to see that in today's Taoism. That is what makes more sense for me. The second one, do you believe spirituality is important for personal growth? Why or why not?
I think that I speak a lot. I I believe that it's important if you think that is important. I believe that spirituality is internal. So if you it's something that makes you feel good about your life. So if you believe in good or evil, if being a good person, you're going to live your life as a good person. You're going to do things right, even if you have no religion, if you don't believe in God or anything like that. But if you believe that doing the right thing, you're going to do. And I think that it's important to us to have something to believe, to have something that makes sense to continue to move on. Um, Recently there's the pandemic. It was really hard to us to not going out and being close at home. So when we you have a direction, something that we want to do, I think for yourself, if, for example, say it's the life of God, believing that being a good person would lead him to be written in the God's life, God, the book's life. Uh, and that's what makes us being better each day. This is what I believe.
And you yourself.
Look, in the way I see spirituality, I believe yes. I believe it really helped to build to for personal growth. I believe we try to mirror God, uh, who's perfect, and to be more like Him. Not to be perfect because no one is, but just God. And but you try to be like him. So when you try to be a better person, when you try to be a perfect, try to but not achieving, but still try. You grow as a person. You grow in kindness. you grow in knowledge, you grow in your relations, you grow in your work because you work more for to help more people or to earn more money to your family. So in a whole, uh, when you see the big picture, you grow as a person in all the points, the aspects of your life.
I agree with you that spirituality can help us to personal growth. If the people want to, nah, if the people want that, and they don't use spirituality or religion to just discriminate the others, because unfortunately it is happening a lot. But spirituality is really connected to self-knowledge. I believe that spirituality is totally connected with self-knowledge, to understand yourself better, to understand your emotions, to understand how you deal with your community. So I think it's important, and it can help if the people want, né? Because, for example, you can be honest and do self-knowledge. You don't need to believe in anything to to do the things that spirituality give, you know. Let's go to question 6. How do you think spirituality can help people cope with challenge or stress? Meditation helps a lot with this stress, okay?
I was searching what cope means, and I didn't know. But I believe the spirituality can help you because you actually grow as a better person. So when you are a better person, you cope better with the challenge and the stress. When you get some problem in the work, you don't will not look at your wife at home and fight with her because of your work. You become a better person. You learn that this is not the right thing. This is not the thing that God expects for you, and you will cope with your problem in the work and uh, not in your personal life.
Okay.
Uh, for me, I have a mother-in-law that is really religious person. It's a person that goes to her type of church. It's not a church. Every time that she can. Because I think it makes her feel good about herself. She said that she feels well. She feels well when she go to church, when she do things for God, when she's meditating or doing any uh, something about her religions. In my mother-in-law has a sickness that makes her feel a lot of pain. Uh, and I think that for for many people, uh, it's uh, getting attached as a religion or a god or something. It's a way to um, explain some of the pain of the things of her life, uh, and help them to uh, surpass this challenge or these things to looking ahead. For me, it's kind of complicated to say because I don't really blame anything. I do believe that there's this kind of people that blames everything for the evil. Ah, the devil makes this happen in my life. No, it's not like that. Uh, Sometimes it's just life that happens. Uh is what happens.
So many people likes to terceirizar their problems with the others. When the people, I forget the name. Let me think here. The guilt one was the person. It happens a lot. I'm not talking about things we can change. I'm talking about things we can change. Sometimes it just happen. People can change something in it's something that people can change it, but they prefer to guilt the other things for what is happening. Don't want to take responsibility for their acts. This happens a lot. About extras, I have the vision of Joseph. Joseph. I just sorry if I pronounce your name wrong.
No, that's
Joseph.
cool. That's cool. Joseph.
Joseph, that if you grow personality, you grow your personal, you deal better with your emotions, you can become less stressful with the things, man. You go to, you understand, okay, this is important, I will put my extra stress. This is not important, I can't do anything about that, that's not my problem, I won't stress myself because that. This is my mom. This is my mantra I have for myself. My XS is very important for me. I will just focus then in things that I can change. Meditation, also Qigong. Qigong is the practice to move the energy, the chi inside your body. Like the way people do Tai Chi Chuan. Tai Chi Chuan have a lot of Qigong. And people that do Tai Chi Chuan usually practice Qigong. It's a meditation where you try to connect the velocity of your breathing with the movements of your body. So it helps you to circulate the chi inside your body, according to the vision, to the Taoist vision, and it helps you to be less stressful. For me, everyone should do because it's helps of 10 minutes by day is a kind of it's a kind of meditation of movements, meditation with movements that has some stretching. So the movement to stretch your body while you are breathing. It's wonderful. I love it. The last question I think the question 18 is interesting. How do cultural difference influence spiritual beliefs and practice around the world?
I believe that's a hard question. Don't know. When you have a lot of different beliefs and practice, sometimes, like all of three are talking, things get mixed, and something like uh, I believe something from my religion. I believe something from Catholicism. I get something from the Spiritism, and as I heard Paula saying, I believe she thinks something like that too. So I believe you have a mix of beliefs and practice that people do in the modern world. Today we don't have we have a really small percentage of people that are like Catholic and they only believe in Catholicism, or they are that are Jewish and non believe in Judaism. We have a really mixed beliefs in the modern world.
It's about you.
I agree with yourself Yusuf. It's a mix of belief. I think that when a person is blind about her religion, uh, it's the moment that person thinks that her religion is the only one correct and the other one is wrong. Is when I feel more. Um, I pay a lot of attention about it. I heard once that a phrase that if you have I'm going to teach about my religion, and when we finish, you have two options. You can baptize or baptize, or no, you cannot. Uh, but you know what is the right? Right is to my religion. It was something like that, and I was like, how are you so sure that your religion is the only one that is right? And I think that when people is that blind is when you don't really realize what's going on outside what you believe. And being here, for example, with you both is seeing another version of what you believe in and what you think is right. It's about growing up a little about what I think. It won't change what I think about the car, what is important to me. Um, but it will expand my mind for things that exist through what I think, outside what I think. And this is what makes us better to understand. Uh, for example, my sister is dating a girl that is from Uganda. It was different of, I would say, Christianism, uh, for the entities and the things. But it's not about judging something that you don't know. It's easy to judge it and say, no, it's about, it's bad, it's this, is that. But in reality, we're not sure. We're not sure of anything. And I think that uh, this mix, this difference, is what makes us uh, us as each culture what it is at the culture.
All right, so let's go finish it. Just 3 minutes to finish it. How was the conversation? How was the subject?
It was actually a pretty nice subject. I really enjoyed talking about that, and it was my second experience here in Talk and Talk, and I really enjoyed it. You guys are really nice, really cool guys, and I really enjoyed to talk with you too.
What about you, Paul?
I do like I like you too. Uh I'm this is my second immersion of English, and I'm a little confused in the words of French and English because they are really similar. And sometimes it is the R, sometimes it's the accent, sometimes it's something, but I do really like it to talk about. Uh and I do think it's really hard to talk about religion without. It's like talking about politics. It's kind of complicated to debate about with people. And to me, I think that today was really nice to talk to you and to know more about other religions, about other things that I didn't know. And I really want to try this Tai Chi at 10 minutes per jour, per day, per day. Yes.
Qigong, you have a lot of videos in YouTube. You can Qigong. This is how it's right. You just put. You see a lot of it. There is a monk from Philippines that lives in UX. He have a channel about Qigong meditation. They have a lot of videos of a lot of Qigongs. 10 minutes of your day. to practice and all free. You go to channel, watch, do it. That's so. It was a pleasure to have a conversation. This is the first immersion of the year for me. um, my English immersions are Tuesday and Tuesday, 11 a.m. I do them. I have the I'm the host. And I hope to see yours. It was fun. I like it's the conversation too. And I hope to see yours in another opportunity. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay,
Nice to meet you guys.
nice to
nice
meet
to
you.
meet you.
Have a good lunch because I'm going to lunch now. I don't know what else, but I need to finish the immersion. I'm now finishing the immersion with you